something about living in these kind of days with a castle and all that. If you're going to be a prince, anybody here planning on being a prince? Okay, if you're going to be a prince, you have to be the firstborn prince. Because if you're not the firstborn prince, you don't get to be the next king. That happened before Prince Rupert. He had 3 older brothers. Now his oldest prince, Prince Ethelbert, he got to be the next king. He got the crown jewels, he got the soldiers, he got the horses, he got everybody bowing down to him all the time. The next prince was Prince Egbert. Now Prince Egbert, he got the manor house in France with all the vineyards. Really like those vineyards, I don't know why. The third prince was Prince Bert. Prince Bert didn't like his name. He also didn't like being a prince because he had to keep his clothes clean all the time and have perfect manners. He inherited the beautiful royal galleon, finest ship on land or sea. So Bert decided that he would turn it into a pirate ship, and he would be a pirate, because that's a lot more cool than being a prince. So he renamed the royal galleon the Bounding Spleen, and he gave himself a great new pirate name too, Bob. And then there was Prince Rupert. Now Prince Rupert, when it was his turn, he went up to the royal steward, and the royal steward said, "Hold out your hand." This did not bode well. So Prince Rupert held out his hand, and the royal steward put into it a red jewel called a carbuncle, only about this big. And Prince Rupert said, "Well, that's not a very big carbuncle, but maybe I can buy myself a manor house somewhere on a nice piece of land." So he said to the steward, "You know, it's an ugly color, though. It looks kind of like a kidney bean." And the royal steward said, "It is a kidney bean, Your Highness. All those royal wars, you know, there's nothing left. Too bad there's no such thing as a national debt. Anyway, your oldest brother doesn't want any moochers, so off you go. Good luck." And before you know it, poor Prince Rupert found himself on the other side of the moat with only the princely clothes on his back and a kidney bean in his hand. But he was a very intelligent fellow with an associate's degree, and he thought he could find work quickly. So he went off down the road, and all of a sudden he smelled something wonderful. He smelled bubbly fruit pie, and he smelled roast beef. And was that honey mead with a touch of cinnamon? Well, he went around the next bend, and sure enough, there was an inn, the kind that has nice soft beds and beautiful cooked food, and people to wait on you hand and foot. Prince Rupert said, "Oh, I could live in an inn. I'd have to figure out some way to do this now." He went to the inn and he opened up the door, and he stood in the doorway like this. The innkeeper saw him and said, "Oh, a royal prince! Your Majesty, Your Highness, sit down, sit down. Thank you for coming to our humble inn. Please sit down. I'll fix you the finest food we have, and my daughter will serve you some honey mead." So Prince Rupert sat down while the innkeeper fixed a beautiful feast for him. The landlord's daughter came by and served him some honey mead. Ooh, was she pretty! Prince Rupert wheels started turning here. Prince Rupert said, "Oh, this is a nice feast." He ate enough for 2 grown men, and then he said to the innkeeper, "All right, I'll have your finest room now." The innkeeper led him upstairs to the most beautiful room. Yes, the bed was nice and soft with lots of feathers. And Prince Rupert said, "Oh, landlord, would you take care of something valuable for me?" "Well, that's my job," said the landlord. "I have this carbuncle, been in the family for generations. Do take care of it." The landlord said, "Gee, it looks just like a kidney bean." But he took it downstairs and he put it behind the candlesticks, and everybody went to bed. Now during the night, Prince Rupert went out to the barn. He got the landlord's big prize chicken, and he brought it into the inn, and he showed him where the kidney bean was hidden. And when he came downstairs in the morning, the poor innkeeper was rubbing his hands in anxious agitation. "What's the matter?" said Prince Rupert. "Oh, Your Highness, I don't know how this happened, but somehow during the night my chicken got in and ate your carbuncle. You don't have to pay for your food or lodging. In fact, stay an extra day as our guest." "Well," said Prince Rupert, "I don't know. It was your chicken ate my carbuncle. I think I should get the chicken too. It's only fair." "Oh, all right," said the innkeeper. So he gave Prince Rupert the chicken. And all that day, Prince Rupert ate enough for 3 grown men. And when he went upstairs to bed, he said, "Oh, innkeeper, would you take care of my chicken, please?" "Oh, very well," said the innkeeper, and he took the chicken out to the barn. And he put it in a stall and made sure everything was nice and safe and secure, and then he went to bed. And in the middle of the night, Prince Rupert came downstairs and he went out to the barn. He got the landlord's prize Christmas pig, the nice big one that he'd been fattening up all year, and he put it in the stall with the chicken. And then he went to bed. In the morning when he came downstairs, poor innkeeper was strolling around. wringing his hands and worried. What seems to be the problem, said Prince Rubert. Oh, sir, I don't know how to tell you this, but somehow during the night, my pig got in with your chicken and sat on him and squashed him flat, see? Oh, said Prince Rubert, that really is sad. What are you going to do about that? Well, you don't have to pay for your food or lodging. Not enough, said the prince. It was your pig squashed my chicken. I want the pig. Very well, said the landlord. So that day, Prince Rupert stayed late enough for 4 grown men, and when he went upstairs to bed, he said, "Oh, landlord, would you mind my pig? Would you mind for me? He's the prettiest pig that you ever will see. If you wouldn't mind, if you'd be so kind, would you mind my pig for me?" "Oh, all right," said the landlord. He took the pig, and he put him in the pigsty, and he barricaded that pigsty, made sure nothing could get in and bother him. But during the night, Prince Rupert came downstairs, and he went out and he got the landlord's donkey, and he put him in the pigsty with the pig. And in the morning when he came downstairs, the landlord was sobbing in sorrowful suffering. "Oh, my dear sir," said the prince, "now what's wrong?" "Sir, I don't know how this happened, but during the night my donkey got in with your pig and kicked him all the way to France. He's gone, gone, gone." "Oh," said Prince Rupert, "that is a shame." "Well, it was your donkey kicked my pig. I want the donkey." "Oh, all right," said the landlord. And Prince Rupert stayed all that day eating enough for 5 grown men. And when he went upstairs to bed that night, he said, "Oh, landlord, would you mind my donkey? Would you mind for me? He's the prettiest donkey that you ever will see. If you wouldn't mind, if you'd be so kind, would you mind my donkey for me?" "Yes, sir," said the landlord. And he got the stoutest rope he could find, and he tied that donkey to the tree right in front of the inn. And he was sure nothing was going to happen. And he went upstairs to bed, and during the night, Prince Rupert came downstairs, and he cut through that rope till there was just a itty little strand holding that rope. When Prince Rupert came down in the morning, the landlord was prostrate with grief on the floor. "Oh, what seems to be the problem now?" "Oh, your highness, I don't know what happened, but somehow my daughter took the donkey for a drink of water this morning and the rope broke. And the donkey ran away. He's gone." "Your daughter, huh?" said Prince Rupert. "Well, it was your daughter lost my donkey. I want your daughter's hand in marriage." See, Prince Rupert had been planning if he married the girl, he could live forever at the inn, being waited on hand and foot. So the landlord said, "I thought you would say that. Wait here." And he went off, and he came back dragging a heavy burlap sack behind him. "What's in the bag?" said Prince Rupert. "My daughter's in the bag," said the landlord. "I can't bear to see her married. Just take her and go." "Take her and go? Just take her and go?" And he slammed the door and locked it. And poor Prince Rupert found himself standing on the doorstep without a donkey, without a pig, without a chicken, without a kidney bean. Just another mouth to feed. He didn't know what he was going to do. "Well, I'll think of something," said Prince Rupert, and he picked up the sack and he put it on his shoulder and he started off down the road. He hadn't gone very far when suddenly he realized how heavy the sack was. And he said, "Well, this girl can walk on her own 2 feet at least." And he put the sack down and he opened it. But inside the sack was not the landlord's daughter. It was the landlord's very big watchdog. And for all I know, the dog is chasing Prince Rupert down the road still, with Prince Rupert saying, "Would you mind my dog? Would you mind for me? He's the ugliest dog that you ever will see. If you wouldn't mind, if you'd be so kind, oh please, would you mind my dog for me?" Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.